Hey YouTube, welcome to Live and Watch, and I suppose this is a deck profile. For those that are more familiar with my Yu-Gi-Oh content, I'm very regularly uploading my Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles, any updates, and obviously showcasing the cards that I've managed to collect over the years. However, my son's now become of age where he's been getting very interested in what I've been doing Yu-Gi-Oh wise. However, I believe it is still a more complicated game than he is able to cope with. He's age 9, by the way, and I'm sure there are some 9-year-old Yu-Gi-Oh players out there, but he's just not picked it up as much as perhaps I'd like just at this point. However, I thought we'd try our hands with Pokemon, as it seems to be a bit of an easier game to play, in my opinion. I hope that sort of doesn't dirty the water in terms of the Pokemon community here. But from what I've seen so far, my son has got very much into the cards. He's got some for Christmas from Santa Claus, of course, and he had his birthday not so long ago. So he's amassed quite a number of cards, including the X-Battle decks. Of course, the Iron Leaves one was given to me from my son, and he got the lightning one, whatever it is. Like I say, forgive me, I am not a proficient Pokemon player, but I just thought I'd showcase this because this is the deck that I've taken from that X-Battle deck and taken some out and switched some out with other cards that he had, and I just wondered what you guys thought of it. I'm losing every match, of course, against my son, who's very quickly picked the game up. I think I've got the basics of the rules sorted out. Obviously, they're all 60-card decks, but there are 18 energy cards there. Now, I don't know whether that's too many. I don't seem to have a problem with, having energy available. So hopefully it's not a problem. But I guess that's where we start. But I've kept most of the Pokemon themselves in there. They seem to work pretty well together. I'm led to believe you can have 4 of each card. A 4 card is a play set, in other words. So I've gone for 4 Oddish, 3 Gloom, and 2 Vileplume, which of course is basically straight out of the deck itself. Those seem to be pretty good. I like Vileplume's effect. Once you've got it summoned, is that the word? It's probably not the word, is it? Or either active spot or benched it anyway. You can tell I'm not the best Pokemon player in the world, but I quite like the leaf attributes, to say the least. I don't think that's what they call it, but I'm sort of talking in Yu-Gi-Oh terms here. I've still got the Trevenants as well. We'll just put those on the end there, and of course the the other way around, but Phantom Tump and the Trevenants. The Trevenants is a nice card. I like that one. That seems to go pretty well once I get it going. I've added a couple, so we've got Pinsir, which I remember from the anime, and of course Heracross, which again I remember. So I've included a couple of those, and then I've left the Tangelas in, and of course the 2 Tangrowths. I've even managed to upgrade the rarity on some of these. This one's, I don't know what the rarity they call it, but I imagine it's like a super rare in Yu-Gi-Oh terms. You seem to get one of these in every sort of pack. And of course we've got Iron Leaves itself, Iron Leaves X. I'm not really sure what the future relates to, but I get the point of the card, and of course once you play it to your bench, you can immediately play it and take the energy as well, which is really handy. It only came with 1, so I'm assuming 1 is okay for that card. If you're telling me in the comment section, maybe you can tell me that's we should be playing more than that of it, which is fine with me. But I probably need to buy another deck in that case, unless they're going for dirt cheap monies. But I have changed the support cards and the item cards a fair bit. So I've still got 3 Nemona, which I believe it came with, I think. I can't remember whether I've changed that or not. I think it came with it. I've got 2 Lana's Aid, which I thought would be pretty good with the deck. Still got 2 Professor's Research, although with 2 different artworks. Tell me otherwise if that's not allowed. But you know, discard your hand and draw 7. That sounds pretty good to me. 2 Rikas. That's always been proving pretty good to use while I've been playing with my son. And then 1 Boss's Orders, which again seems to be quite an annoying card for your opponent. Then moving on to item cards. So yeah, fair amount of them. So I've got 1 Boxed Order, 2 Nest Balls. You'll all be familiar with these, of course. 2 Ultra Balls, 1 Energy Retrieval. There's a more powerful, well, there's another version of this which I can't remember the name of now, but I think I went for that one anyway. 2 Rare Candies, 2 Switches, and 2 Great Balls. So those are the item cards that I've got so far. Now, if you've got the time, feel free to throw a comment in there and make some suggestions on what I could put in order to sort of be a little bit more competitive with this particular deck. He's got the Lightning one, and he's also got the Charizard one, which he got for Christmas, which is very, very powerful. When he started using that, I couldn't believe what he was pulling out. But guys, I'm brand new to Pokemon. Forgive me for if I've insulted you all. Obviously the intention isn't there. But those are the 60 cards that I've currently thrown together. If there are any, if you have got any time, like I say, throw a comment in there and give me some suggestions. But yeah, you know, generally quite like the game. It's really good fun to play. Like I say, it wasn't difficult to pick up. I really like the artwork on some of them, and that's what's more important to me sometimes. But I just thought a bit of a spin-off from the usual Yu-Gi-Oh content. Feel free to tell me to stick to Yu-Gi-Oh. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.